Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most beneficent. My dear respected brothers and sisters, may Allah bring the peace and tranquility in your life. Today I'm going to talk about injustice going on for a decade in the Palestine, in Afghanistan, in the region. Our Creator and the King of the heaven and the earth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, love the people who are against the oppressed and stand against the oppressed and raise his voice. But people who are silenced against the cruelty, oppress, genocide, and killing innocent people, Allah don't like them. And I am today really pleased lots of people in the United Nations that raised his voice against the genocide of the Palestinian has been done by Israeli and also supported by America. When we see today America and Israel is in the both of them in one pan and one side. In the beginning of the war, nearly 1 year, America stand with Israel and help financially and supporting with military equipment, and also they are see the people who are suffering in this region. America did crime against the humanity in Afghanistan and Iraq, and also today supporting the Israel against the innocent civilian of the Gaza, and also supporting even the killing innocent people in the Lebanon, and try to escalate war in the region. Also, Israel is trying to kill. They don't have a mercy against the innocent people. And what we need to do today, we should say the crystal clear. Unless in the region between the Palestine, Syria, Iraq, in all this region, there is Israel. Israel also cause the problem. It's also making headache and making the people unhappy. And when the Israel has been completely and removed from that region, the peace will come in this region. Unless Israel is continue is a state or government there is no peace in that region. We should be united to clear this mess from that region. And also, America is supporting. Is completely making as sin and crime against the humanity and against the innocent people. And also, what we need to do today, we have to be united. And also, for the year, there is also demonstration around the world. Is of course people raise their voice, but Israel also escalating the war, killing the innocent people rapidly. And when we are intention is getting right, and also and our trust coming between us, And we today, we lost trust between one another. Lots of people, they know the reality, still there with the Israel and American politics, and also and what they're doing now, they're supporting them. Even when you see the social media and lots of the Muslim countries as well, they're supporting indirectly American and Israel, between the people as well. How can this problem can be solved? We need to trust one another. We need to, against the power is Allah is the unique. If Allah wants, everything has happened. And we can't see this kind of cruelty, genocide, violence continuously in Palestine and Lebanon and Yemen or different parts of the world. And when we have that, inshallah, I'm hope. Also, we have to have a hope, and also we have to have a courage with another. Allah loves those people who have a really kind heart and stand firm against injustice and following footsteps of the prophets. Allah loves the people who are really people who are, for example, 7 kind of people who are under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The first of one, he's who, the just ruler. Just ruler as a king, as a ruler of the tribe, as a ruler of the country, as a ruler of the city. They are just with everyone. Allah loves those people because they are bring the peace anywhere they live. Second type of the people who are under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the young man. His heart connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It always praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whether he's student, whatever, in any state of his life, because he know the reality of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Within a study, with the imagination, with thinking, he realized Allah is the most powerful in the world. Anything in this world, he can search, find the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He find the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in science. He find mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and geography and physics and agriculture. Everything they study and they search, they find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala truth. They believe in Allah, believe in the messenger, believe in hereafter, and also they believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala love the people who are firm, believe with iman, with faith, and with just. Third person who are under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who are the young man is reject fornication and also adultery. Allah loved those young people because they are save himself from the bad things. And also any young man, if save himself from those kind of things, he under protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he also save other people around him because he is the future. Every young man is the backbone of his country because they are in the future, they are working in different part of the government, in the society, as a business, as everyone. And Allah loves those people. And also 3 kind of people are under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. they are their heart attached in the masajid, their heart attached to the mosque. They are attending regularly, and also they are seeing people around him and appreciate him. They are going with the young man, they are going with their parents on the weekend, attending. Allah love those people. And also fourth kind of people who are under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who are giving charity, zakat, and sadaqah in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but hidingly. Sometimes it's okay to give openly to encourage other people. Sometimes you need to give hiding to people who are lots of people. They don't want to other people see you give them and you help them. And also the other people who are under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who are praying constantly and with nawafil and tahajjud and crying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the eyes who cry, his soul is smiling. And today we are, lots of people now, they are the crying and also dying is a very dangerous thing. No, this is bring the close to the friend who is Allah. Allah is our friend. This world like a bridge. You pass from the bridge. If you want to stay on the bridge, they not allow you. You should pass. And also, and the death is bring the friend to the friend closer. And we should not say the crying and death is a bad. It's a good. And also, we are loving our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Who every our action should be according to the Sharia, the law of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Sunnah of the Prophets, way of life of the Prophets. One day, one of the companion of the Prophets he took hand of the Prophet and he said, "Oh, my beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I love you so much, but I obey whatever you say. Whatever you say now, I obey. Whatever you say in future, I obey that. And also, what is in your heart, everything I obey now." And Allah subhanahu and Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam became very happy, because when someone love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the most and they love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam the most, he will succeed in this world and hereafter. My dear respected brothers and sisters, I know everybody has a up and down in their life. Sometimes happiness, sometimes sadness, and we should be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you wake up every day, we should say thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You give us another opportunity, another today, because our life is completely limited for everyone, limited. Every single breath when we take is a limited. Every single day, week, years is a limited. Allah knows the best. It's very short. We should be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you should be just with one another, helping one another, and kind to youngsters and respect to elders. The people who are not kind to youngsters and respect to elders, they don't amongst the people of the believer. They do not among the people who are under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if someone is a very kind, they praying, going to masjid, do everything, but is very cruel with the animal of the streets, with the dog, with cats, with other creature, and they making zulm, oppress against the other creatures, Allah don't like them. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring rain from the sky, because lots of the animals, sheep, lambs, and other animals get benefit for that. And we should not forget that Allah is the King of the heaven and the earth for every creatures, including human being. But Allah, if Allah gives us a chance to be a human being, we should be very, very grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also, we should be, once again, we should be kind one another. Thank you very much. Have a blessing day. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.